What's up, guys? Yes, Trivium, Bullet My Valentine, the Poison, Ascendancy. My goodness. So guys, you've probably all heard by now, Trivium and Bullet My Valentine are getting together for a very special tour, the Poison and Ascendancy tour. So the Poison being Bullet's first album that came out 20 years ago, and Ascendancy being Trivium's first album that came out 20 years ago. Why is this tour going to be so special? So back then, 20 years ago, 2005, the albums came out, and they were the albums that put these two bands on the map, and they were kind of two bands that kind of carried the torch from way back then over the last 20 years. And why it's so special for me is when I listen to, for example, starting off with The Poison, I know I can go back in my head to places where I was, what I was doing, the people I was hanging out with. I remember listening to it over and over and over religiously. And it was a point in my life where these songs I was relating to. And one song in particular, 10 Years Today, is a song that I really connected with because shortly after, a good friend of mine, well, a couple of good friends of mine passed away from suicide. And that song for me, I've always held on to because of that meaning. And I can still listen to it now and it kind of just floods back memories. Like the lyrics that's like, was it gifts and plectrums for your journey? Both into music. So that's just one song, and the whole album, like I said, I can just close my eyes and it takes me back. It was a very special point in my life growing up and having this album come out. I was into all my Metallica and all my old school stuff, but this band coming out, Bullet, and then where they've come and how far they've gone and how much I still love them to this day and how they've always produced music that I just connect with. Very special band in my heart, very awesome album. Moving on to Trivium and Ascendancy. Ascendancy, an absolutely amazing album. I've not been a huge Trivium fan through the years, but Ascendancy was a very important album for me. Now, I'm sure some of you could probably relate to this. I used to, back when that album came out, I used to watch, I think it was Total Guitar videos on YouTube. Not back then, but like a short while after when YouTube kind of took off. There was some guitar lessons from Matt and Corey, playing a lot of the riffs from Ascendancy. And I used to sit there with my guitar, trying to learn them. And Matt Heafy had this black Les Paul Custom with EMGs in, and it just looked fucking awesome. The album itself, full of great songs. Gunshot to the Head of Trepidation, Like Light to the Flies. The ending part, the end song, I can't remember what it's called, but it's just a nice acoustic outro. Really awesome. Pulling Harder on the Strings is a great song as well. Rain is awesome. Love that track. The whole album was just, at that time, amazing to hear these cool, brutal riffs, the aggressive screaming. And I think Matt Heafy made the most eye contact in any music video ever with the videos for Gunshot and Pulling Harder on the Strings. That's some intense eye contact right there. He was making a statement. So 20 years on, they're still kicking it. Again, I'm not really that into Trivium much. I'm more of a Bullet guy. I've been into Bullet since day one. They've just done so much for me musically. And just, you know, the band have just come so far, and Trivium have come a long way too. So these two bands joining forces for this tour is going to be special. I'm hoping I can go because it'd be something I'd love to experience for these two bands and these two albums that were such a special moment in my life growing up. It would be cool to witness that. But for any of you that are going, comment below what you're excited about and what songs you want to hear. Obviously, you're going to hear all of them because they're doing the album in its entirety. But what are you most looking forward to hearing? So guys, this tour is going to be amazing. I can't wait to see all the footage and the videos. I hope I can go, like I said. But Trivium, Bullet, 20 years on. I mean, they're carrying the torch. I've always said, some of you are going to disagree with this because you're like purists from back in the day. I've always said Bullet are going to be the next Metallica. And I still believe this just because of the way they tour, their presence, how well they've been doing. They're definitely carrying the torch and they're definitely going to just continue to grow and become better and better. They've experimented with things. They've gone back to old school type stuff. They've done so much. but it's all just been awesome. So guys, I wanted to come on here and get your thoughts, your opinions on this tour, about the 2 albums. Which album did you prefer, Ascendancy or The Poison? Which band, Trivium or Bullet, or both? Comment down below. Subscribe if you're new, if you're a big fan of these bands, subscribe. Come say hi, comment below. And as rock out, be awesome, and maybe I'll see some of you there. See ya!